What's up everyone, MT Major here. Welcome to part 2 of Kerbal Space Program. Today we are going to take a look at what we can do more. We have a space station up into space. We have one GPS satellite as well next to that. And we have the crashed Space Cruiser Mark 1 that didn't really make it last time. So let's see how that one is doing. Fortunately, couldn't film the last part, but it survived. I mean, at least not the ship, but the person. So we didn't lose anyone yet. Now I will only use expendable Kerbins. So not the Kerbins that survive, because you have Kerbins that you can use always. That if they die, they come back, and we have Kerbals that when they die, they stay dead. So I'll only use those from now on. Now I already have a couple in space, so that's the downside. But yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to do first is we're gonna launch another GPS satellite into space, because I feel like that's the best thing to do first. So here we have the exact same launcher as we used in the previous episode. I want to kind of reuse models that work, and this one does work, but it is quite expensive to use. As you can see, it has 3 stages and everything inside this thing except the fairing, so what's inside of the ship itself gets blown into to smithereens on the planet. So here goes the first stage, and here goes the second stage, and we're boosting our way into space and creating an orbit around Kerbin. Sorry. So here we're shaping the small orbit lines, just like we did last time. Now we fly to the other side, so we can get a somewhat more of a geostationary orbit. I'm not really good at making perfect ones, but this is fine. Now what I really wanted to do initially is, as you can see in the last video, I made like this plan where we first go to the space station and add some modular things. Now I've actually tried that for at least 4 hours, and oh man, it's so hard, and I'm really struggling. So something that I already know how to do is to land on the moon. In this case, it's called Mun and Minmus. Now, I mean, I really tried for hours on end, but it's really hard to get that right, and so I want to keep that for another time. However, we're still gonna do it. We have our set of goals from the last video. We're gonna achieve them all of them, but first, let's make a lander right now, and then let's make a booster and send a couple of guys to Moon. So now we're going to make the lander. Now this is the essential lander that completed. We have a 2x6 solar panel on there. We have a satellite dish on the top. We have some solar panels under there, a electric storage unit, some RCS storage units, some RCS thrusters on all sides, and a SES module with the lander can and a very small engine. We also have a little drone ship that we can release, fly around with, uses communications probe, and it has some electrical equipment on it with a little solar panel. Here we have the ship itself. It has a giant booster rocket with liquid fuel and 8 boosters on the side. So this whole thing is just expendable. It's going to crash on the moon. The small boosters are going to crash on the planet, but the liquid fuel tank is going to crash on the moon. Now we are set off to launch. Now I didn't really look where the moon was. Wasn't really in a super good position, but good enough. Now here we are launching the rocket. As you can see, a lot of solid fuel is being launched up into the sky. We're releasing it now, giving a pretty cool show of that, and launching the liquid fuel. Now we have to get a certain height for us to perform this maneuver. It's going to be a pretty tricky maneuver because it's going to cost a lot of fuel to do, but I think that we can get there, no problem. So, and we did. You know, we launched the spacecraft up to the moon. We need to get the perfect place to get there. So we're moving the ship right now, not trying not to use too much RCS, because I'm thinking we're gonna have to use that, and we didn't, so that's pretty good. Now we're launching the rocket into the perfect maneuver, and we'll have to launch up to this. Now the sound is really weird when you fast forward it, but here we are landing on the on the moon, not on the planet, but on the moon. And once we get close enough, we are going to let the booster go and use the little ship itself. Now this thing has a lot of fuel left, and landing this ship will not be any problem. So here we go, landed it on the moon, our first moon base or lander, and yeah, pretty awesome. Okay, so now I'm actually talking in the game. So this is live from the moon instead of a voiceover. So right now we've successfully uh, landed on the moon. So let's extend that ladder for a second. Yeah, we've officially landed on the moon. We're doing quite well actually. I'm quite amazed that quite amazed we got it here. It seems to be very low textured. I don't really remember it being this low textured. For some reason, I think there's maybe a bug or something. But we've landed on the moon successfully. The booster has, fallen down to the moon. Okay, let's not remove the helmet, but let's plant a flag. So we're gonna plant a flag for the first lunar or lunar or whatever you would call it site that we have. So the Duster 1 landing site. Duster 1 base. No, landing site. A successful moon mission. The first one to have been done. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. We have successfully landed on moon. And now we're going to use the Recon vehicle to check out the Duster Lander 1 booster debris. So, which is fine. So we've done a moon walk. We've done everything. I think the legs were shaped a little weird because they came out wrong, I think. But, I mean, oh, scheiße. I just said scheiße. Here we go. We boarded. Ooh. Let's turn all that stuff off. Let's keep that on. But let's... can I don't think I can. Fuck it. Okay, it goes pretty well. Let's drop the booster or the extra little ship and see what we have. So, can I do that? Ooh. So this is gonna be. Oh no. What? Oh, that went really well. Holy crap. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So it doesn't have any RCS. Oh! Whoa! Holy shit. Relax, relax, relax. It doesn't have any control. I thought it was gonna have control. But it doesn't. It doesn't have any control. Or at least... What the hell? Oh, I think this is a too low grade of a control unit. Yeah, unfortunately the probe didn't work out that well. It's still here though. Let's hibernate this thing. And let's go back to the... to the actual... Oh! Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Let's go back. What? What just happened? What just happened? Let's go back to the... Yeah. Oh, I just thought it exploded. That was weird. I could revert everything because I think because the probe died, it told me to revert. But have I done that? This would all be for nothing. So happy I did it. Okay, here we go. Thank God. Let's rename this thing to the Duster base. Boom. I mean, it's a lander, but it's gonna be base because this thing is just gonna stand here until we bring some more ships. Maybe we can bring some other ships for help. You know, we can send some resources. We can send some other landers and stuff like that. I think it's on a pretty solid place on Moon. And so yeah, we got a moon base now. So really nice. Let's go and look at the tracking station real quick to see what we've done this episode, and I'll end this episode the way I'm talking right now. So we have we have the Olympus station around. We have the GPS 1 and GPS 2, and right now we have the Duster Base 1. So this is our first little base. We don't have a probe, so we can't really check out the lunar surface. I was thinking maybe we can send, the next episode we can send a satellite orbiting the moon, equipped with a few probes, like 3 or something, and we can just shoot those probes around the moon too, so that we have like total access to the planet, or to the little moon. And then we have Minimus too, and Minimus is much smaller, much weirder, and we should send a base here too. But let's first conquer the moon, and after we've conquered the moon, we're gonna conquer Minimus, and then we're gonna send. So that's gonna be episode 4, I think, or yeah, because next episode we'll look at Minimus as well as help the moon out a little bit more. Next episode we will send a satellite orbiting the sun, and then maybe the episode after we'll take a look at Eve or Duna. Now, I think Eve is a fun planet because it's purple, and I've actually never been on this planet before. I haven't been on any other planet, and it looks like it has like some interesting stuff going on. We have a little rock named Gilly. It's orbiting it, and if we go to Duna, which is basically Mars, I think this is essentially Mars. Yes, so this thing is also a lot of fun because it's Mars, so you know that's a fun thing to do, and it has a giant moon. I mean, it's weird because they're so close together, but that's pretty cool as well. So maybe Duna is a really cool place to go, and you know, we got a lot of our other planets. We got Yule, which I think is a gas giant. Now I'm not sure, but I thought it was. Yes. So Yule is a gas giant, which has a lot of different. Oh my God, so many moons. And Tylo seems to be pretty cool to go to. But we'll see. We'll go to a lot of different places. Whoa. We'll go to a lot of different places. But first, we're gonna conquer our own planetary system. Meaning that we're gonna go to the moon, Minimus, and maybe as well we could make a space plane that can fly to the Arctic, because I've also never been in the Arctic before, so that seems pretty cool. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't done already for more episodes coming up. And remember, there's videos being uploaded every Monday, every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Monday, Saturday, Sunday. So, yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Some Elite Dangerous videos coming up soon as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.